Hey everyone, welcome back to the Waterstones vlog. It is Will here. So Milkman won the Man Booker Prize in the end. Did you pick it? I haven't read it, so I don't know. But congratulations to Anna Burns. Huge congratulations to her. Congratulations to you if you picked it as a winner. If you have read the book, I'd love to know what you thought of it, so do leave comments below. But I'm going to be talking about another book that was on the shortlist this year, which is this one here, Washington Black by Esi Edugyan, which I read just before the Man Booker Prize announcement happened. And it's a shame it didn't win because it's an absolutely fantastic book, but I wouldn't envy any of the judges on that prize trying to pick a winner from those 6 shortlisted books. I have read Esi's previous novel, Half-Blood Blues, and absolutely loved it, so I was always looking forward to this book. It's actually the kind of book I guess I don't read an awful lot of, which is historical fiction, because for various reasons I'm not a massive fan. But she's a fantastic writer and she did not disappoint with Washington Black. I did actually get the chance to speak to her about the book, and if you haven't seen the interview already, if you're watching on YouTube, a link will have popped up around my head somewhere. If you're watching elsewhere, we'll probably put a link together with this video. She's absolutely fascinating. She's very sort of intelligent, but also calm and sort of humane and really thoughtful, and we had a really good chat about a lot of the themes that come up in the book, and I'll talk about a few of those today. So what is this book about? Well, it's about a chap called Washington Black. George Washington Black is a sort of 11-year-old slave boy on a plantation in Barbados, and at the beginning of the novel we are thrown straight into the life of the slaves on this plantation. We see how awful their life is, frankly, and we see him being sort of looked after and cared for by a woman called Big Kit. She's his protector on this plantation. And very quickly he is sort of plucked almost from the fields to be an assistant to the brother of the plantation owner, a man called Titch. And he has various things that he's sort of into pursuing, scientific pursuits. He seems to be building a kind of, well, in fact you can see it here on the cover, what he calls his cloud cutter. And Washington turns out to be a really good draftsman. He's really good at sketching and drawing, and so that's exactly what Titch uses him for. And that means he has this very, very different relationship. Of course, he's always been scared of white men, and then he has this man who seems to be very caring of him and looks after him. And it offers up the first of sort of many big changes in Washington's life. And in fact, I don't think it's much of a spoiler to say that they will leave the island together. There is an escape of sorts. And this, of course, is the beginning of a completely different life for Washington Black. And the rest of the novel is concerned with him finding his place in the world, I guess. So that having had an existence on that island where he had no rights, he was a slave, and he knew exactly what he would be doing from the day that he was born to the day he would die. He now has these opportunities in the world, but the question, I suppose, of the book is how free is he in a world where, of course, black men are still regarded as less than human by much of the world in which he travels. And also, of course, having endured the trauma that he's been through in his life, is it going to be easy for him, or even possible for him, to understand how to trust people, how to love people, how to forge the kind of bonds and relationships that most of us completely take for granted? It's filled with lots of very, very important themes: slavery, freedom, guilt, survival, all sorts of things going on there. And I guess most crucially, Washington Black is a character which is created with such sympathy, empathy, that I think it would be a very hard-hearted reader who doesn't read this book and care about him, worry about him, and sort of wish the best for him as he goes through. He has to endure an awful lot. It's quite difficult to read in places, but that is a skill that I think Esi has in, she's just so strong at creating these characters that you care about. I remember this from Half-Blood Blues as well. So that's the kind of book that can really grab hold of your heart and make you care. So there is a lot to recommend this book. It's a sort of a rich historical epic. He will travel to various parts of the world, but I suppose most importantly it has this huge beating heart in the middle. and a lovely ambiguous ending as well to leave you wondering just exactly what might happen after that final page. It's also an absolutely gorgeous book. It's got this gold foiling on the cover. It's got these lovely green designed end papers. It's a really gorgeous hardback, the kind of thing that when you've got it in your hand you will enjoy reading every minute that you read it. So there we go. That's Washington Black by Esi Edugyan, a book that I absolutely loved, and it absolutely deserved its place on that Booker shortlist, and may even have deserved to win it. But hey, as Julian Barnes once said, it's just posh bingo. That's all for this week. I will see you in a few weeks' time. There'll be some more vlogs over the next few weeks, and keep your eyes peeled, because we will, all of us, be revealing some of our favourite books of the year. Not sure I've quite decided what mine is yet. You'll have to tune in and see, but until then, take care.